Hey guys, I'm Dupree, and today I'll be showing you shots that pool players hate shooting, but these ones really do come in handy, and you will want or need to know them at some point in your pool career. So we're going to jump to this first shot. These are all pretty difficult shots. They take some skill, and this first shot is a masse shot. So a masse shot is when, I'll demonstrate with a striped ball, I almost said spiked ball, but you hit down on the cue ball like so. So it's spinning backwards as it goes forwards, and then once the forward momentum gives out, it comes backwards. So we're going to do that concept, but on a rail. See, we are locked up against this 3 ball. So we cannot kick this way unless we masse kick that way. You see, we still have a high chance of hitting that 3 ball. We also obviously can't kick off this rail and hit it. We could maybe go 2 rails with some reverse English, but that's insanely difficult to judge. And this one I feel like is a lot easier. So we're going to elevate our cue a good bit into the air and aim to the rail using low left spin. That will bring the cue ball into this rail, up around these balls, and back here to pocket the 1. Now this is a very tough shot, so this is not expected to make on first, second, maybe even third attempts. But you should develop a feel for this shot afterwards. Just some things that you need to keep in mind. The more you elevate, the more the ball will curve. So if you elevate all the way, we're not going to get to the rail. It'll just have so much spin that we don't get there. And the second thing, obviously less elevation is less curve. So if we don't elevate that much, we're not going to get that curve. And we're just going to see the cue ball start to curve, but it will not have enough spin to fully take that curve. So this shot, make sure you find a good little middle. I can't tell you exactly where to aim, and I can't tell you exactly how much to elevate, because I have a different table than you. But I would stay aiming around the first diamond mark if your cue ball is set up here. Elevate about 70, 75 degrees in the air, and you should be good to go. Now here's a shot that I show quite often, and all of you guys seem to love it. So here it is again. So this shot right here, the 9 ball does not go into the side. It'll only hit the point and kind of rim out of the pocket. And that's not really something that you want to happen, obviously. You want to make a 9 ball. If you miss a 9 ball, you hardly play safeties on a 9 ball. You got to go for broke, pretty much, if you have an open 9. So there's multiple ways you can go about this. You could try to cross bank it, but it's real tough to not contact that point, depending on how close it is. If the ball's right here, it's a whole different story. But if the ball's right here, there's actually quite an easy way to get out of this. And that way is punching this ball in with a little bit of low English. Like that. Now if you watch that, this ball is pressed into the rail so much that this point compresses in, allowing it to slide past. The only way you would miss this ball is if you press it in and you hit it too hard and it rimmed out and spit it back out, which happens with side pockets quite often. So this shot you just need to play with a little bit of low English on the cue ball. Push this 9 into the rail. It'll compress this point right here and go right into that pocket. Now this shot I'm about to show you is definitely like a go for broke shot. So this shot, let's say we're playing 8 ball. Let's say we're playing some 8 ball. The 8 is over this pocket right here. It's over this corner. And our cue ball is hooked like this. So we cannot masse around these 2 balls. I know this makes 0 sense here. If I replace that, now it makes sense. I cannot really masse around these balls. I mean, I could try, but you see how difficult that is. and I can't kick off the rail because I'm blocked by that point. So I can't kick off here. The only direction I can go is here, and that's not going to get me anywhere. Or is it? So, we're going to play a shot that is very, very difficult, but is really awesome if you make it. So, stay tuned. So, what we're going to do is we're going to hit our cue ball into this point. And when you hit a cue ball into a point like that, when you elevate your cue, you see it jumps. So, we can actually jump these balls and go a route that we want to go. So the way that I want to go to pocket this 8 ball is actually pretty difficult, but it's the easiest one present here. So we're going to jump off of this point, go over these 2 balls, 3 rails around the table to pocket that 8 ball. And I know it's crazy, but this is an exhibition shot that is played a lot, and obviously it had to originate somewhere in a game, so it can be played. It's very difficult. You're going to have to aim for around the outer edge of this point, but don't aim too far to the outer edge because you could hit the point like that. And also don't aim too far in because you could, that's the mistake most people make, because then you're going to jump off the table. So you got to find a good little middle ground. Just know your cue ball will curve forward a little bit because you are putting some top spin. We're putting some top left spin on, not a lot of left spin. But the cue ball is going to jump, and it's going to go along this line, and then it's going to curve forward a little bit. We want to hit in between these 2 diamonds to make this 8 ball. So that's our aiming point, just somewhere in between here, and we have a chance. We could come off this rail and make the 8, or we could come off this rail and make the 8. The 8 is a really big ball sitting in front of that corner pocket. If the 8 ball were like this, it'd be a totally different story, and we'd play a safety. We'd probably play an intentional foul. But if it's like this, it's too easy of an out to play an intentional foul. So we are going to jump over the edge of those balls and go around 3 rails. Incredibly tough shot, but it can be done. So this next little frame is not really a specific shot that players don't like to shoot. But it's more of like a skill set that some players don't have, and that's jump shots. I am actually pretty good at jump shots. I make about, 90% of them, which is a good percentage for jump shots. Now, jump shots, there's a good little technique to lining them up. So first you need to have a jump cue. I have a jump cue listed down in the description if you'd like to purchase one of those. But first you need a jump cue. It's a shorter cue. It allows the cue ball to get in the air more. If it's a far jump, then you're going to have to use like a break cue or something with a hard tip that doesn't weigh too much or weighs more than a normal cue. Normal cues are hard to jump with, but it can be done. But the thing I really want to show you is lining up the shot. So when you're playing a jump shot, you don't just jump it. You have to take some precaution in making the shot because any jump shot is a difficult shot that can go wrong. So even the easiest jump shot can be missed just with a simple mistake. So I have to be careful in my jump shots. You always get down as if the blocker was not there. And then you stay on that line with your feet as you rise up to pocket the jump shot. And you see how much cleaner that was than me just going over there and whacking it. Now, if it's a closer jump, you're going to have to elevate a lot more, which makes the shot tougher. Like, I'm not good at those. If it's a longer jump, you elevate less. And these are tough, too, because it's hard to aim accurately. Like so. So if it's a short jump, you elevate more. If it's a long jump, you elevate less. You're going to have to judge your elevation by yourself, but you can really never over-elevate on a jump shot. If you over-elevate, that's safer as long as you hit hard enough. So going over the steps again, you get down on the line of the shot. You get back up, stay on the same line, and you jump and make the ball, hopefully. So just practicing these jump shots will help you. One thing you do to practice is you set up a ball at different distances. You line up the shot, you get up, and then you jump and try to scratch. And do that from different distances, different jump distances, and you should be good with your jump shots. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please click the like button down below. If you want to be notified when I post a new video, you can click the subscribe button, then the bell icon right next to it. That'll just send you an email and a notification saying that I've uploaded a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.